Hello, everybody. I think we are live. So I still got that little spinny thing. So before I jump in, okay. So there we are. We are live. All right. It's great to be here again today for tapping our EFT. My name is Heidi Garris, and for those of you who do not know me, uh, as a success coach, an intuitive healer, and a psychotherapist, I get to mix up all of that magic and work with conscious entrepreneurs, with spiritual leaders. And what I do is I help them heal their past, empower their present, and activate their future so that they can elevate their frequency and embody their highest self. And all of that cascades into being free to be the leaders that they're called to be, so that they can live their soul's purpose and really create a massively joyful and abundant life along the way. So I have a ton of tools in my tool chest of transformation. I've been at this a long time, and one of the most impactful tools that I'm able to bring forward for my clients, and which has really transformed my own life, is tapping, or EFT. And so that is what we're doing on Tapping Tuesdays. We are tapping on various things for you as conscious leaders to help you move forward in your business and your soul's purpose. Okay, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about visibility. And then we'll be doing a tapping round on getting aligned with being more visible. So, this thing about visibility, right? We all need to be visible if we're going to have successful businesses, if we're going to touch the lives of those who really need us. And they can't really find us if they can't see us, right? So, we know that we need to be visible. And there's this twofold thing with visibility. And there's probably more, but for our purposes today, we're just going to look at two things. There's that earthly 3D piece to doing all the things, that we need to do in order to be seen, like the Facebook Lives, the launching of programs, the emailing of the list, the speaking, the networking, the writing a book, right? All the strategies of being seen and getting out there, being visible. And then there's the energetic piece. And most of you know that the energetic piece, that internal piece, is the most important piece of all, right? We can do all the things and still not be seen. We can have the right strategy. We can be emailing our list all the time. But if we are not congruent and energetically aligned to being seen, guess what? It's going to be like we put a cloak of invisibility around us. So, in order for the equation to work, for us to do the things and be seen, we have to also have that piece of energetic alignment. It would be nice if we just put ourselves out there, right? Here I am, world. Everybody saw us and step forward into what we're offering. But the energy piece really does make all the difference. And Louisa, hi. Hello. Nice to see you. So I have just happened to have a perfect example around not being energetically aligned, but doing the thing, and then not being seen. And it happens to be in this group. Last Tuesday, because I'm in here every Tuesday, I pre-recorded a video and I posted it in the group for Tapping Tuesday. And I really felt like it was a juicy one, and I was happy with how it turned out. I felt like I had heard my guides correctly and that the subject they gave me was just spot on. Thank you, Louisa. Sending you hugs back. It was a great subject, and so I did the things. I did the thing. I made the video. I, did the tapping. I felt like it was a great contribution. I showed up, I posted it, and honestly, just a small handful of people even knew it was there, much less watched it. So I've done a lot of work, and so I didn't freak out, but I really did wonder, what's that about? It wasn't a live. I normally come live. And I know there's notifications that pop up on people's feed. So I thought, well, maybe it was because I pre-recorded and then posted it. So maybe that had something to do with it. I thought, well, maybe it was a busy day for people. Maybe the stars weren't aligned. And I wasn't really sure. I just was kind of like in the stage until I tuned into what to bring to you all today, which turned out to be visibility. Uh, and it was kind of funny. So I reflected back, and this is no mistake, right? Because I'm here for you all, but the guys make it sure that it's for me too. So what I did is I reflected back. I did a little self-survey, and although I definitely felt inspired by the subject and I took inspired action, I felt great about the clearing. The truth was that last week was a rough week for me, and the week before. I was exhausted. I was depleted from taking care, as you probably can relate, taking care of everyone and everything. But I was also in a fair amount of pain last Tuesday. I'd had some emergency dental things crop up, which was lovely, and days and hours upon hours of some interesting dental work. And I just had not bounced back from that yet. So, so that was a piece of probably where I wasn't completely congruent with showing up that day. There were also some things tumbling around, some little nigglies in my head and in my brain and in my heart, even around it not being safe to be seen, right? I, again, I've done, like a lot of you have done a ton of work, internal work, and I've come a million miles, but we can all get re-triggered, right? And when we level up or when we increase our visibility in this case, right, those things can show up again. Not that we haven't cleared them to the point where we could clear them before, but sometimes there's more healing to be done. Very often there's more healing to be done. And as an adopted kid, right, I've known, felt, believed that if you put yourself out there, you could well be rejected, right? I came out with a story. I popped out and was rejected. So that was my story for a very, very long time. And rejection for many of us is feels like a real thing. We've been rejected by others, or it's felt like rejection, and our heart has been broken, sometimes over and over again. And it rejection can trigger the most primal of things. It can feel like a death knell. The possibility of rejection can literally make us run like we are we're fighting for our lives. And part of this is because back in the day, as human beings, when we lived in tribes and were dependent on the tribe for our literal survival, rejection and ejection from the tribe kind of meant certain death. So our primitive self, right, the oldest parts of our brain and our subconscious, not to even mention past lives, right, the memory of that program when we come in from past lives, just it's enough that our subconscious and our primitive brain remembers this. And it will have us avoid the possibility of rejection if we are triggered in that area, if those things haven't been healed, and if we are breaking the boundaries of going beyond where we went before with visibility. So it will pull you back in any way it can. Because its prime directive is to keep us safe. So your mind is really it's trying to help you out, but it doesn't really always have all the information. So again, I've come a million miles, and but because recently this rejection thing was activated in me once again, because I recently connected with my birth father for the first time, and that's still kind of a nebulous area, not sure what's happening there, what's going on. And so, old stuff coming up, thwarting my message, thwarting my visibility. So, it's okay. It's okay. I'm glad I got the ability to had the awareness to self-reflect and go back in and see. So, we all have this push and pull of visibility, right? We want to be seen, and then we kind of don't, right? And things like this can trigger us, whether they're latent or they're active. They can actually tip the balance for us and put us into that nope, don't want to be seen category. And direct people away from us, or right, just like they kind of bounce off. They don't. It doesn't land. They don't. They may even see the notification that you're live, and it just doesn't kind of click with them to click on it. So, by the way, last week's video, if you're interested, because it was a good one, we talked and we tapped on the stress of living a purpose-driven life. Okay, so if that's interesting to you, if that kind of resonates around releasing some stress around living your purpose, living a purpose-filled life, having to be on or feeling like you have to be on all the time, then just do a search in the group under my name and that video will pop up. So today, back to visibility and getting congruent about being seen, or more congruent, because this is kind of a primer for you. If you don't know anything about tapping, all you need to do is follow the bouncing ball. That's me. Just follow me where I'm tapping on my face and my body, and repeat after me. And you're certainly welcome to change the words if they don't resonate. Just know that tapping tends to bring things up as it clears stuff out. It's a powerful clearing technique and a powerful re-imprinting technique. But as it clears things out, it leaves space in your mind to throw up, I call them bunny trails, follow the bunnies. Things that come up. Sometimes they make sense. And sometimes it feels like why am I thinking about ice cream when I was tapping on visibility? Well, your mind has made an association somewhere, and even if it doesn't make sense, and the subconscious doesn't really deal in logic, pay attention to that. Leave an awareness in your mind while we tap as to what comes up, because those are clues, little bunny, for you to follow the bunny down that bunny trail at some point in time. Those are important things that your mind wants you to address. Okay. All right, so here we go. You can start with your tapping on your hand, side of your hand. I'm going to start with this. Okay. Take a nice deep breath and then let it go. Allow yourself to be here in this present moment. And even bringing your awareness down into your body. Tapping is great because it addresses body, mind, and spirit. But I'm also asking you now to just have awareness of your body. And even the physical activity of tapping helps you come into your body. Okay. So here we go. Even though I want to put myself out there, I also don't. I'm tired. I'm drained. I already take care of everyone and everything. Do I really want to be doing more? I honor the part of me that wants to be visible and the part of me that doesn't. Even though I have to be visible in order to have a profitable, successful business, Putting myself out there means being seen. And I may not be embraced. I could be criticized, I could be rejected, or even attacked. I'm not feeling completely at ease with upping my visibility or being visible at all. I acknowledge that I'm conflicted about being visible, and I honor my need to feel safe. Okay, so now we're going to tap through the points on our face and our body. Okay, got to be visible. That's what they say. I have to put myself out there. I have to let people see me. And the more people see me, the better. The more visible you let yourself be, the more you can grow your business. And part of me is okay with that. Part of me is on board. And another part, maybe even a bigger part, really is not okay with it. I've been visible before. I've overcome the fear and the trembling. And I've shown myself. And I've done the things. I emailed the list. I've done the videos. I've done the podcasts and the interviews. And what did I get in return? More people to be taken care of. Not that I don't love what I do, but I am already pooped. I'm exhausted and depleted. I do want more clients. I want more business, but I don't know if I have it in me. And wait, there's more. There's more reasons why I'm not completely on board with being seen. If I let myself be seen, what then? Because things could happen. I could be attacked. And it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel fully safe to show myself. I could be rejected. People might disagree with me. And that doesn't feel good. People might comment on my hair or my weight. They might think that what I have to say isn't worth much. I'm not sure about this. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not risking it. I am not putting myself out there. And wait, there's more. What if I put myself out there and nothing happens? What if I get crickets? That's humiliating. I'd be embarrassed and maybe even ashamed. I'm not sure I want that kind of feedback either. Maybe it's just better to stay in my safe little place, kind of hidden in the shadows where it feels safer. But I do need clients, and they do need to be able to see me. I need people to see me and hear from me. It's really a push and a pull. I want to be seen, but I don't. I'm afraid to be visible, but no thanks. I should just gear myself up and show up and be that leader, but it still feels risky. I think I'd rather play it safe. I kind of prefer my cloak of invisibility. I acknowledge, though, all the times I showed up and then had to pour more of myself out when I was already depleted. I honor all the times in life when I was visible and then I was attacked. I was judged. I was criticized. I honor all the times I showed up, whether in my business or in life, and I was rejected. I wasn't embraced. Man, it was painful. I recognize and appreciate myself for showing up before, no matter how it went, and for the times that were rough, embarrassing, humiliating, and painful. I choose now to heal those scars. I acknowledge the pain and all I went through. And I also choose now to release the negative imprints that were left inside of me and that have been guiding me ever since, guiding me away from visibility, creating an energetic wobble inside me, creating this misalignment with being seen and being visible. I choose to know that I am here and now. I am not back then. And I choose to admit that being visible could lead to amazing opportunity, to greater fulfillment, and even more money. And release the past and the present fear of being seen. And I'm open to the possibility and the probability that when I am energetically aligned, when I am more on board with visibility, that rather than being exhausted, I might just be filled up. Rather than being criticized, I might just be thanked. Rather than being rejected, I might be embraced. Rather than crickets, I might attract the right people who need me and who will be glad that I showed up, who need to hear what I have to say, and who might just step across the threshold of my business and say yes. All of these old fears and worries about being seen all of these present and past reasons for me to be invisible. I recognize and release them and allow myself to know that I can be visible and be okay. I can be visible and accepted. I can be visible and vital. I can be visible and safe. And so it is. All right. Woohoo! Louisa says. All right. So that's what I have for you today. Remember, tapping tends to bring things up. So if your mind threw up some memories or thoughts or feelings or um, new ideas, ahas, and insights, then it's working for you. If you were yawning, if you had tingling or buzzing or any other signs of energy moving, I wouldn't be surprised, because that's what we do when we stimulate this meridian system and we focus on the issue at hand. Energy moves, things clear out, and things get re-imprinted. So thank you for this opportunity to bring this to you today. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. You can always message me right here on Facebook, and I'd love to know what you might have come up for you. So just drop it in the chat below, whether you're live or catching the replay. All right, everybody. Thanks again. This is Heidi Garris coming to you live and moving on with my day. Have a great one.